Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Guys, I welcome you to my channel, and if you happen to be new, I hope you will consider subscribing, tapping that little notification bell, and I will be sure to subscribe back to you. Alright guys, today's topic is comparing your children, and this can branch off into so many different areas. Comparing them to their siblings, comparing them to your success or your career path, and so many different areas. And guys, it's important to know that we all are different individuals. We all are unique individuals. We all have gifts and callings. So with that being said, each person have to do what is best for them. So I'm sure it's very difficult because you love your children. So you would want them to have the same type of success or happiness that you have. But see, you have happiness and success because whatever you are successful in, that is your thing, your gift, your calling. The complete opposite is what may make your children happy. So that being said, you may be a college graduate with 1,000 degrees, and your child may be fully happy with just traveling the world with a backpack and a guitar. Well, you may not agree with that, but if that is what makes that child happy, then it is important to support that, because sometimes parents have a tendency to push their children in a direction based on their career, or if they have seen success in their careers, they kind of want their children to follow that area. Or even if it's a family business, they kind of maybe want the children to take on the family business. And then, so many kids go that direction because they don't want to disappoint their parent. And then they're unhappy. They're not feeling fulfilled. They're dealing with depression and anxiety because truly they have not tapped into what makes them happy. They're somewhat living a lie, or living the life you have created for them to have. And then once they become adults, they struggle with identity and just really, really tapping into what makes them happy. So yes, I'm sure it's difficult to see your children, maybe a situation where you feel they're kind of going off of the rail, or you feel like they're just not on that right path. Well, you know what? They have to figure that out on their own. The same way you had to figure life out on your own. All you can do is love them and be supportive as much as possible. The next topic I want to talk on is comparing your children to their siblings or another sibling. That is the worst thing you can do. And I'm sure there's no parents who intentions are to compare or even make one feel less than, but many times that can happen. And sometimes it's known and sometimes it's not even known, not even recognizing your wording or certain things you may say to one of your children and not even realize that is affecting their self-esteem. For example, you can praise a certain child because this child make all A's in school and this particular child seems to have it all together, where one child may really be struggling in an area. Not saying that that child is not smart or intelligent, but may be struggling in a certain area and may learn differently. But you're praising one child and kind of condemning the other. Then they start to look at each other and what sometimes lead to sibling rivalry. So you have to be very, very careful and know that each child is different. Each person have an individual path, and going your route, the route you want them to go, may not always be the best route. So guys, again, it is so important to just start taking accountability if that's something you have done. Truth be told, in my own personal life, I've had a patient, he's now in heaven. He passed away a couple of years ago. And on his dying bed, actually hours before he passed, he was fighting with asking his son for forgiveness. And this is a son who the dad wanted to follow the career path of the family business, and the son was just kind of more of a free spirit. So I think the dad maybe, led him to feel condemned in a lot of areas. I don't think he did it intentionally, but it was something that really, really affected the son, who was in his 50s at this point and still trying to figure his life out because he never felt he was good enough. So he struggled with a lot of issues, self-esteem, anxiety, depression, a lot of things he experienced because he never felt that his way or his gifting, calling, or his direction was good enough for his dad. And that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking, just to see. But hopefully, he has it all together now. His dad asked for forgiveness and he forgave his dad. So hopefully he's now moving forward with his life. So again, guys, I just want to encourage you, let's just be supportive of not only your children, but to everyone. Because again, we all have experienced different things. We all have different callings, different purposes. We all have to find our way through life. And we all just have to find and create our own definition of success. Because truth be told, the definition of success should be authentic, pure happiness. Not money, not fame. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.